Good morning, lovelies. This morning I get to package up my first order of the beeswax wraps into this beautiful envelope, and I've also added, I can't do this one-handed, a thank you card for my first customer. Pop that in there. And I will be posting that later today. I might even go out and do it now, actually, just for a bit of fresh air in the morning. First up this morning, I have a meeting at 11 with Wix. We are talking about a programme of work that we're going to be doing together over the next 6 months. I don't know exactly what videos we're going to do together yet, but I'm super excited about it. And it's likely that we'll probably focus on videos around my next major project, which is the basement. So I'm back on my computer this morning, but the good news is that once I finish this later today, I will be able to do some DIY, and I'm spoilt for choice on what I should be doing. I could either fix the hanging rail in my bedroom, which would give me a really good opportunity to show people a DIY that I've done before that's gone wrong, and I can show people how I fixed it, which is one of my favourite types of videos, where you focus on showing people how problem solving works, because you know a lot of the mistakes that you make in DIY are actually just a series of problem solving, and sometimes when people get to that first problem they give up because they think there wasn't supposed to be any problems. A lot of stuff you see on social media is just someone going, I did this and I did this and then it was done, and they don't necessarily always tell you about all of the problem solving that they've done, because they probably already worked it out before they even realised that they were problem solving. So anyway, point is, there's an opportunity there for me to share something that's quite useful. The other thing that I wouldn't mind doing is finishing off the wood burning stove. I want to paint that area, and I would also like to start installing some shelves. So there's a little bit of work to do there. It's kind of like a continuation of the cowboy stoves project, but I'll have to think about how I turn that into a story of sorts, because TikTok is all about storytelling at the moment, and that tends to be where I initially produce my short form content for. They really like the storytelling, and anything that isn't storytelling doesn't tend to get a lot of reach in their new algorithm. So I'm going to have to work out how to create educational content through storytelling. Gotta love the challenges of the job. So I think I'd quite like to do that today. So those are on my list. Let's get started. So I've just updated the photos for my listing on my website. I cannot believe that I took those. They look so professional. I basically did it over there in the windowsill, and I've been putting off doing the photos because I thought that they wouldn't come out very well, and then I realised I've been overthinking it, so I just stuck them on here. Ooh, I missed out that mouldy corner though. So I just got off the call with the team from Wix, and we sat there for 45 minutes just brainstorming different projects that we could do together, and I am so excited. I've got so many projects to do this year, and we're going to make some really great content together, and I can't wait to get started. Oh! This is the rail that I need to fix. This is not a great ladder to do this with, but it's what I have in the room, so let's see how it goes. You see my problem. The plasterboard behind the rail is dipping into the space behind it, as you might expect. So it's got the plasterboard, it has a gap behind, and then there's the solid wall. And because of that, all the weight on there, eventually the plasterboard has just given way, and now we have this. So I'm going to undo all of these screws, I'm going to repair the plasterboard, I'm going to find a way to secure the space behind, and then I'm going to put it back up, and then let's see what happens. Will it solve it? I guess we'll find out. Finally got these screws out and I got the pole down, but honestly I'm so exhausted from having to do that I feel like I'm ready to give up for the day. I'm going to take a break and I'm going to see how I feel after I'm done. Okay, I'm pushing forward. Let me show you what I'm doing. So I'm just at the moment trying to get all of this stuff out. And then when I go up in the loft, there it is, I'm going to stick a piece of wood in between the plasterboard and the wall. So that will make this area more solid. And then I'm going to cut this out and then cut out a piece of that to stick into that gap. I'm going to do the same over there, and I'm hoping that that will make it secure enough for me to rehang the shelf, the thingy, this thing, whatever this is. Okay. I'm gonna cut this. I'll actually probably have to get my multi-tool to be able to get through this properly. I'm just gonna cut out a square. Let me get the multi-tool. Okay, I'm gonna mute this bit because it'll be loud. Come on, yay! There's the piece of wood I'm gonna put down. Okay, so I think this is the technique. I've never done this before. I don't know how well it works, but I've seen if you put it on there and you cut it out, okay, like this. Oh. So we want to get the shape. Don't even know if that was a bit of a weird way to cut it. And then cut it off about here. This is a bit skew width because I'm trying to do this from behind the camera, so makes it a little bit tricky. Surrender. Right. And now what you do is you cut out this bit, but you leave the face. I don't know if that makes any sense, but I will. Oops. Let's move you a little bit closer. Okay, so chop that all the way down. I'm going to do the same. I'm just doing it a little bit deeper now. Careful to watch your fingers. Oh, didn't want to cut into my dresser, not really, but this is what I do. Let's go down this last one. Okay. And now you pop that off, crack it, crack that one, and that one, and you peel it off. And this is where I find out if I've done it right or not. This is new to me. I'm learning this for the first time. I've only ever seen this done. Right, well, it looks like it's going all right so far. I guess we'll find out if I've made any mistakes in a second. So my tripod is balanced very precariously on my stepladder. Exhibit A. How did you get your first subscriber? I want you to see when I do if it works or not. Don't know which way up it's supposed to be. I think that's right. And the idea is that it goes into the hole. Maybe I've got it up the wrong way. I was really hoping it would just go in. Maybe it's the wrong way. Let me try this way. Ah, it was the wrong way. There we go. So just give it a little bit of a tap. And that's it in. Oh, it's not it in. Stop embarrassing me. So that's it. It is in. Obviously it's not resting against anything. Once I've moved the piece of wood down behind, it will rest against something. But the idea is that I'm then able to paste over these edges. I'll try and tidy these up a little bit. And then you won't be able to see the fix at all. So let's see if the next bit works out. So here we actually have this piece of wood that I'm going to very slowly pull down to fill into this gap. And if I pull it down, hopefully it won't fall directly down the back of there. This is so fiddly. Maybe I need to take this plug out. Oh, I can actually reach it from the top as well. Let's see if I can move it in front of that. It's not bad because then it acts like a wedge. Haha! Now, the only issue I'm going to have when I push this down is that I don't know where the screws are anymore. So before I put it down, I'm going to see if I can try and roughly mark the coordinates of where they are to see if I can not lose them. Let me get a pencil. I was up there trying to fix it and then my battery ran out. And so I charged it, and then the next time I came to my phone, I forgot what I was doing. And then I started to make a TikTok about what it's like being an influencer. So I got distracted again. This is taking me all day to finish. Okay, I'm back on it. So where is this screw? Oh, not screw, plug. I know what I mean. Okay, just pop that back out again. Swear, I've got the patience of a saint. Right, there and there. And this one is there and there. I don't know how foolproof this method is, but we're going to find out. I better look straight on. So it's sort of there and there, there and there. That one doesn't even have a plug in it, so we're going to go get a plug first of all. Okay, I'm back. Pop that in there. In you go. I can probably bash that red in whilst I'm at it. Right. Okay. This is just the right depth. Well, I say that. Can't quite get that down. Gonna get my hammer. Let's zoom out. It's up there in the loft. I can actually access between here and the wall. So I'm just going to tap it down gently so it's in the right position. And let's see if my camera stays balanced on this ladder whilst I do. Where are you? This is so awkward. I just want it to go down far enough so that that looks good. So that it's going to support. That's really solid now. This is going to work. I'm convinced this is going to work. And now that that's up there, I'm going to draw where the plugs are based on the lines that I drew. Which one was it? Was it that one? Might have been there. Might have been that one. I mean, it looks about right. They're at the same angles. The reason I'm marking them is because I'm actually just going to pop a small hole through the wood. I don't want the screws that I put in to have to go through this bit of wood because it might snap it. It'll probably make drilling in a lot harder. So I just want to make this a bit easier for myself. Oops, caught a bit of the plug. Whoops-a-daisy. There we go. So that's probably roughly in the right place. That square looks a bit squiffy, so it's giving me some doubt. But, you know, the way that I'm... let me turn this. Hello. The way that I'm solving this may not be the best way. It is the way that I'm choosing to try and solve this. So if you're looking at this and you're like, that is the dumbest way I've ever seen somebody fix this sort of problem, then that's totally fine. It is simply the way that I'm looking to resolve it. Some ways might take longer, be less efficient, cost more money. But at the end of the day, if you find a way to fix something, then that is the way to do it. That is my opinion. So, I mean, I haven't finished yet, so I guess I shouldn't get too far ahead of myself. Hello. This is the wrong way. Okay, I'm going to pop these screws just into the holes. First of all, to check they're in the right place. Oh, they're actually thicker than I was expecting. Might have to screw them in. I just want to stop this bit of wood from moving. And the reason is I'm going to do the other hole on the other side. And as soon as I start drilling into the plasterboard, it's going to cause this to vibrate and to move. So as long as I know it's stuck in the right place, then I'm going to go and do that second one, and then I'll come back and fix the pole on here. Okay, I've accepted defeat, and this is where I'm going to get to today. I finished that one. I was just in the process of doing that one. I was actually filming that in short form so I could put something on about it on TikTok or one of the other channels. And this is why sometimes some of these jobs take quite a long time as well, because I'm stopping to take video and to get the right angles. And so that does also make these jobs a little bit longer for me. So that's where I've got to today. It's probably about 8:30 and I don't want to keep drilling this late at night. This is a bit late for me. So I'll come back to this tomorrow.